until they accidentally tore my shirt and saw the tattoos covering my back. Only then did the thugs collecting protection fees realize they had made a huge mistake. My daughter never imagined that her honest ex-convict father would have any connection to the legendary 9-tattooed dragon. She didn't know I was the very 9-tattooed dragon feared by everyone on the streets. Back then, to protect my brothers, I fought 1,000 men alone with just a knife, from the south of the bridge all the way to the north, and created a legendary story. Since then, Tattooed Dragon became a name that struck fear in all. Years later, on the day I was released from prison, dozens of luxury cars came to pick me up, because the gang I founded had become the biggest local organization. All my brothers were waiting for me to take charge again, but I told them I would not return to that life, unless someone dared touch my wife or daughter. My brother was shocked. He had longed for my return every day for years. But prison had worn away all my sharpness. I told him to manage the organization well from now on, and never let it become a criminal gang. After that, I picked up my bag and left. The brothers all knelt on one knee, and said they would wait for me to return. I ignored them, and walked home. But just as I arrived, I heard my daughter complaining to my wife. She said she would never go pick up some embarrassing ex-convict. At that moment, my wife noticed I had come home early. I wasn't angry at my daughter's words, because over the years, I was afraid of bringing trouble to them. So I told my wife to say I was jailed for stealing. But that lie caused my daughter to be mocked at school. So she always treated me with coldness. She threw out the words that she would never have such a useless father, and turned to leave, my wife told me. Our daughter had a stomach issue that day, because the school cafeteria often used spoiled meat. She and her friends had just reported the cafeteria, but they didn't know. The cafeteria owner had already found out they were behind it, and was preparing to take revenge. So I set up a food stall outside the school, to make sure the students and my daughter had safe meals. That's why I made the decision. But my daughter thought it was shameful that I was selling food at the gate. I didn't blame her. After all, I owed her too much over the years. I told her there was nothing shameful about earning money with my own hands. What mattered was that she could eat clean food from now on. As I spoke, I handed out food to her classmates, but she angrily threw it away, saying she would never eat food made by a convict. Her classmates laughed at me too, saying I got over 10 years for stealing and that was pathetic. Their idol 9-tattooed dragon had taken on 1,000 men, and also got over 10 years. But I wasn't even worthy of being compared to his toe. Then they turned to leave. But just then, the cafeteria owner arrived with his men. They thought we had reported them and were now stealing their business. My daughter watched from a distance as I was bullied. She said it had nothing to do with her, but I could tell she was worried. Seeing her there, I didn't dare fight back, afraid of dragging her into it. I stood up and apologized, said I would move my stall elsewhere, but the thugs clearly came to make trouble. They ordered their men to smash my stall. Watching me get bullied like that, my daughter started to feel afraid, but her pride made her shout at them not to go too far. Her classmates were terrified. Everyone knew the school cafeteria was run by dangerous people. Some even said they were connected to the gang. Crossing them was as scary as crossing 9-tattooed dragon himself. My daughter hesitated but still wanted to help. After all, I